Welcome to the Elite Life with Trisha and Kylie. This is where we'll teach you how to develop grit, give yourself grace, and succeed in real estate. So let's dive in.
What's up, fam? It's Kay Kizzle here with T-Money. And you are listening to another episode of the Elite Life podcast. We're so glad that you are here. For those of you who are listening, you cannot see the fact that we don't have an outline today.
No.
This is uncharted waters. Everybody's very anxious because
we're free, like the Tom Petty song. Free falling.
We are going to free fall into this. So Trish and I were chit-chatting when we were planning on what we were going to talk about this month. And we realized that we've never shared or talked about
Our secret weapon.
our secret weapon in real estate.
Secret weapon.
So, Trish, why don't you start at the beginning and end at the end with introducing our listeners to exactly what it is that has made you so successful in real estate?
Yeah, I would love to. I can't believe that we have not unpacked the secrets to our success and to Elite Realty's success. I don't know how we went 80-some episodes without chatting about this. But I'm going to take our listeners back to when I started in real estate. I started in real estate in 2003 when I was preggo with Trent. I was with child.
You're like, I know we're going to add to the family, but I'm going to jump off of the stable income horse and just kind of bet on myself.
Yeah. You know, and it's kind of funny. Like I wasn't on the stable income. I was a waitress.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah. It was before I had ever got any real job. I was any real job. I was 21 years old. I waitressed at 3 different places. I was in college at U of M to be a doctor. So I was working my way through college. I worked at a steakhouse, I worked at a bar, and I worked at a Indian restaurant in Ann Arbor. So I had 3 waitressing jobs, and I was going to school, and it was exhausting, and I found out I was pregnant, and I'm like, oh, great, even more exhausting.
Right.
And a friend of mine, Katie, her and Andy, Trent's dad, our business partner, they had got a job at a real estate office being telemarketers.
Okay.
And it was a telemarketing job. We didn't even know what telemarketing was, but they were like, we got this sweet job at a real estate company.
And all you heard was, I get to sit my pregnant ass down.
Yes. and I get to dress up. This is going to sound really funny, like saying this, but like I was excited to like dress up every day, like dress up like a big girl, like a professional.
Feel good, play good.
Yeah, you know. So like I got to ditch my. That's why I don't like to wear polos because I did so much time in the service
traumatized by the polos.
But you always had like black pants as a waitress and a polo shirt, you know, at all the places that I worked at. I had some that where I wore dress shirts. But anyways, I digress. I was really excited to dress up and work at this office, and I was super pumped, and I got on the phones and I started doing this telemarketing job, and I was like, ooh, I love this. And the guy's like, dude, you're really good at this. And I was just like excited to help people, and I was excited about how excited they got because we would run ads for rental properties, and then we would get all their information, run their credit, and be like, hey, I know you called to rent, but you actually qualify to own a home. And they were like, what?
Right.
So secret weapon was nobody knew that everybody qualified to own a home in 2003.
Right.
There were no regulations.
They're like, actually, no one is living in a van down by the river.
Yeah.
Everyone can get a mortgage
in
right
2003, everybody could get a mortgage. But I loved it. Like, I literally instantly fell in love with real estate and mortgages. And not really real estate and mortgages. What I fell in love with was helping people. I fell in love with the
fuzzies.
The warm fuzzies. The woman hugging me after her closing. The woman getting excited that she didn't think she could ever buy a house. My first client, Sue Mason, I still remember to this day, full name. And she was like, you are my angel. And I'm like, oh my gosh, these people love me. Like, I fell in love with being loved.
Surprise.
Yeah. So my boss was like, dude, you're really good at this. You should get your real estate license. And I'm like, sure. What do I got to do for that? And he's like, you know, take this 40-hour class, take a test, and you get to do real estate. And I was like, sweet, let's go. So took the 40-hour class, got my license.
When you guys were doing the telemarketing, did Andy have his license at the time?
No, none of us had our licenses.
Did you do it together?
Yeah. So it was me, Andy, and our roommate, Katie. Katie and Andy were the first ones to jump in and get the telemarketing job. And then I was like, they're dressing up and they're getting they were coming home with cash. She paid them cash for every application that they got, right?
Okay.
We're back in the day. It was okay to do those sort of things.
Right.
So everybody they got to come in, they got, I think it was like $25 for. So like me, day one, like I'm so money motivated and I'm so competitive. So it was like, I was in that room for, I don't know, a couple hours and he came back and I had a stack, like a straight stack. And he's like, he literally goes, Lamar's like, we're going to have to decrease the amount per application now. And I was like, what? And he's like, you're really good at this. I was like,
You didn't put a cap on it. That's your own fault.
yeah, absolutely. And he had like, back in the day, he had like this wad of money. So he's like pulling out this wad and I'm getting like half of it. I was like pumped. Because in my mind, like I had no fear. I had nothing to lose, right? Like I had no fears. I didn't know people said
Like me and my baby are about to be out on the street.
Right. Like I was just like, I was just excited to help people and that excitement like came through the phone. And so they were excited to let me help them. Right. Yeah. So I go to get my real estate license. I get my license and my broker at the time, bless him, this was how most brokers were and actually how most brokers are still now. It was like, here's your desk, here's your phone, good luck. And we didn't even get a phone. It was like you rent an office and there was a desk in there that was super old and rusty and you hoped you had a tetanus shot. And we all used our boss's cell phone. Like all of us, all three of us were on the cell phone in the office. I was the only one that went and got an actual real estate license. They kept being telemarketers. But then after I got a real estate license, then they were like, oh, like this was how it went then. Like I got paid. I didn't get paid a commission. Listen, all you realtors, how good you have it out there. I got paid $500 a house that I sold. It didn't matter how much that house was. So back in 2007, I'm steady slinging $200,000, $300,000 houses, and I got $500.
That's disgusting.
That's it.
That's disgusting.
Because you don't know what you don't know.
I threw up in my mouth a little bit. Just
$500 when you're 21 years old is a lot of money, right? Especially when you got a baby on the way, right?
Yeah, it is.
So I didn't know what I didn't know. It was here's your desk, here's your phone, good luck. No training, no coaching, no nothing, no nothing.
No leads.
Girl. I didn't have a cell phone with GPS on it.
No.
I had a flip phone. I didn't have GPS. We had to map.
I had a map in my
Our purchase agreements were carbon copied. I used a fax machine, one sheet at a time. If you went too fast, it would jam. You had to start all over, right?
I remember fax machines.
Yeah.
And I'm only 29.
Right. For all you realtors out there, you all have your own Real Comp, your own login in the MLS. We all used our broker's login, and we paid for it. Right?
Yeah.
So here's your desk, here's your phone, good luck. You pay for absolutely everything. You get $500 a deal. That's it. That's how I started.
Was banking off of you guys.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. And we thought it was so cool. Like he drives a Jag. He drives a Land Rover.
It's because he should be giving you $5,000 a house instead of $500 a house.
Yes. And the crazy thing is, because everybody qualified to get a house, even when I went off on my maternity leave, I was still steady close at 9, 10, 11, 12 houses per month myself, untrained, because everybody could get a loan. So it was like, open the door. You like it? Yeah, let's sign. Let's go. Right?
Right.
So fast forward, right? I do really good. I get into mortgages. Subprime implosion happens. Get back into real estate because I always cut my license. And I worked for this guy, and I remember he said to me, he's like, why do you keep working for other people? And I'm like, I need a steady paycheck, right? This is when I'm in my 9 to 5. I'm managing his agents. I'm like, I need a steady paycheck. I got a kid. I got daycare. I got bills to pay. I can't work on no commission, blah, 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 blah. He's like, you need to just open up something for yourself. So this guy ends up getting shut down, right? So I'm like, you know what?
I like how we go from he's motivating you, and then so he gets shut down, office raided, no money. Shredding document type of shit.
No, he had made some bad business decisions. He didn't get raided by the FBI or anything.
I'd like to embellish the story because it makes for a better story.
Yeah, he spent more than he had and didn't pay his payroll taxes.
It happens,
that was good, but I found myself unemployed for like the millionth time, right? I kept working for these people. It didn't work out. They'd get their office closed or the subprime implosion would happen. All these things would happen, right? So I decided to become a broker. So in 1 week, I took my broker's class, my appraiser's class, my builder's class, because I ain't got no job. I ain't got nothing to do,
Nothing to do.
So I took all my classes. I got licensed to be a broker. But here's the thing, guys. Nobody taught me to be a realtor, and nobody taught me to be a broker.
Oh, so there's not a manual that comes when you get your license that says, here is how to do a good job and not be a butthole.
Not at all. But what I did know was what not to do. That's what I learned from all of those real estate offices and mortgage offices that I had worked at. I knew what not to do. I knew not to treat your people like crap. I knew not to just like hope they figured it out, cross your fingers, like let's hope this works out. And I knew that I wanted a culture in my office that people wanted to be at. I'd worked at so many offices where I sat in the parking lot. I didn't want to walk in the front door. Like it was awful. People getting their lives cussed out, angry, toxic bosses, not getting paid appropriately, not being taken care of, watching people leave left and right. Like I knew I didn't want any of those things. And me and Andy had worked in the industry so long together. He was somebody that I could know, like, and trust to help me build this. So we got together and we're like, what do we want to do? And we're like, we want to create amazing realtors that will impact our communities and change the world. And that's how we birthed Elite Realty. And out of Elite Realty came Mystars Academy. Mystars Academy, because here's the thing, guys. When you get in the business, the real estate licensing exam teaches you how to pass the test. The class teaches you how to pass the exam, right? Real estate licensing course teaches you how to pass the test. Nobody teaches you how to do the job. And you may be sitting here listening and you're like, Trish, yeah, I work at this office and there's training, there's online training, and there's this, there's that. Listen, I get it. And I'm not knocking anybody's brokerage or anybody's training, but here's what I have heard. I have heard there's too many videos to try to find what I need to do. I get lost in the minutia. I get, here's your desk, here's your phone, good luck. My broker doesn't have time for me. Nobody is showing me what to do. I got my license, I'm spending money, I am not making money. I hear these things. I know these things. I've lived these things. My agents have lived these things. And when they came to Elite Realty and I put them in Mystars Academy, everything changed. Everything changed. If you go onto our Google reviews, you will see countless people who have said, Trisha and Mystars Academy have changed my life. What the heck is Mystars Academy, Trisha? What is Mystars Academy?
Yeah.
What is Mystars Academy, Kylie?
So let's break that down, because we get a lot of calls through our website of people. You've already delineated that we're not a licensing course.
Right.
So the biggest question I get is, okay, so what do you do?
Yeah. What makes you different from everybody else, from the free stuff that I get at my office?
Exactly. And so what I'm what I'm educating people who call, who are looking for that, I'm reminding them that what you're going through right now, if you've even started the licensing course, it does not teach you how to do the job. It teaches you how to pass the test and get out of jail. It doesn't even tell you, should you do an LLC or should you not? It doesn't teach you what it means to be paid 1099. It doesn't teach you how to start a business. It doesn't teach you how to find leads. It doesn't teach you how to convert them. It doesn't teach you how to write an offer. It doesn't teach you, it literally doesn't teach you shit.
Yeah.
Not a thing. And so I ask these agents who are calling, or these soon-to-be agents who are calling, I'm like, what's important to you? And 99.9999, 9 times infinity % of the time, it's, I want to make sure that I have the support, I have the coaching, I have someone I can ask, I have online videos. And that's what I love about the Mystars Academy, is because I've been on teams where this team had 129 videos. 129 videos. As a new agent, do you want to sort through 129 videos to figure out what goes in this one field on the purchase agreement because you can't remember?
Ain't nobody got time for that.
Nobody has time for that. Nobody does. And the beauty of the Mystars Academy system is we have tandemed in-person learning and coaching and shadowing with an online portal that you can get on at 12:35 a.m. when your clients finally decide they want to compete with the highest and best at 8 a.m. tomorrow morning. And It gives you literally everything that you need to be a successful agent.
Yeah, and it fills the gaps. And this is what differentiates it from other training. I've looked at the other real estate training courses out there, and it's all about like how to be a salesperson. And that's great on how to be a salesperson, but if you don't even know the steps in a transaction, or you don't know that you need a professional headshot. What was I just talking about? Before we got on this podcast, I'm like,
listing photos.
I'm like, dude, I want to call this listing agent and be like, if you don't want to take professional photos for your clients, can you do it for me? Because I need to say congratulations to my clients, and I got this crappy listing photo from your cell phone that's all dark and blurry and blah, 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 blah. And your clients deserve better than that, and the industry deserves better than that, and you deserve better than that too. So with Mystars Academy, we take you from, hey, this is the type of email you should set up. This is the way you should structure your business. This is how your headshots should look. This is how you do your social media. There's so many people that don't know about social media. This is how to set up your social media. This is why you develop your personal page instead of a business page. There are so many mistakes that people make. And just like I set up my real estate brokerage by going, this is what didn't work, so now I'm going to do this because I know this will work. We did that with Mystars Academy. We know what doesn't work. 100 videos, boring videos, long videos. We literally are going to get you in and out and then give you a quiz. Did you learn the things? And then give you downloadable resources to use. And it's the whole business. It's how to set goals, how to properly achieve those goals. How do you follow up? What do you say when you follow up? How many times should you follow up? How do you follow up? Hey, guess what? Here's how to do a video message. The best video, I would pay if I could go back. We always ask our listeners this. If you could go back and tell
our interviews.
Day one,
yeah.
Right, our interviews. If you could go back and tell day one you something, what would it be? If I could go back and tell Trisha day one in real estate what she should do, it would be learn this buyer's consult and do it with every client. And Mystars Academy includes that video. I sit and I do a full buyer's consult so you can go and listen to it and write it down, and then you can recreate it word by word and do the exact same buyer's consult that I do with every single client. And that one video alone, friends, I guarantee you, if you take that video, you internalize it, you use it with every client, you will convert every client you sit down with. Every client you sit down with. And here is why. Every time I do that buyer's consult, when we get to the end, even if they've bought 20 houses, Kylie, I just did one with somebody, grown, older people that have bought tons and tons of houses throughout their life.
But they're new to you.
But they're new to me, and they're new to a buyer's consult. They go, man, if every realtor that we ever had would have sat down and done that. You know how often I hear that? Every client I have that has previously purchased a home or sold a home, when I do a buyer's consult with them, because I do it. It doesn't matter if they bought 100 homes or this is their first home. I do the same buyer's consult. I do it every single time.
You do for one, you do for all.
I do for all, exactly. And every single time at the end, teachers, other realtors, other people in the profession. I did it with a mortgage processor. I said, I know I'm going to tell you a whole bunch of things that you may already know. When we got done, she's like, wow, if every realtor did that, the whole industry would be different.
Absolutely.
The whole industry, friends. I am giving you pure 100% gold of how to convert every single buyer you get on the phone. Every lead you get on the phone, we are giving you the scripts of what to say. We are giving you a role-played buyer's consult. We are giving you a downloadable resource of how to set goals, what goals to set, how to map out how to achieve them. This is what we are giving you. We are giving you a strategy.
In a box, really.
Yeah. A strategy of how to freaking win at real estate. This is what people are missing. This is what the real estate industry is missing. And once I started, right, I said from the beginning when I started this story, when you become a broker, nobody teaches you how to become a broker. And what I did was I took a course from Haas Pratt on listings, how to get listings. And from that, I learned how to goal plan and how to vision cast. And from that, I taught that to my agents. And I'm like, oh man, if I teach my agents this, guess what? They do these things. Oh, if I teach my agents this, guess what? They do these things. And I spent 7 years creating this training and perfecting it and perfecting it and perfecting it. And guess what? I still perfect it today. We still go on and we add new courses. We added the social media course. So we actually are adding a course on, I don't know if I should say it out loud because if I share it with the world, they might all make this course. But It might be on something new and amazing that nobody has made a course on that you need to learn about to make your business better.
So one thing that I wanted to just kind of throw out there, playing devil's advocate, that I was thinking of that no one has actually asked me yet. It's like, okay, so we've kind of unpacked why we're a little different. But if all of these other free resources are out there, why wouldn't I just go find all of those free resources, compile them, and why would I come and do Mystars Academy? What am I doing with Mystars Academy that I can't do with these other ones?
Well, number one, you're going to get so many different schools of thought from people that don't actually do real estate. Here's a funny thing. There are some major real estate trainers and real estate coaches out there that if I told you, guess what? He has never done real estate. He is not a licensed realtor, and he is a multi-million, maybe even into the billions.
Are you talking about Bomb Terry?
I could be talking about him. He's not even a licensed realtor. He doesn't even take clients, right? There are so many coaches and trainers that are not and you know what? Here, I'll even give them some.
It would be like taking marriage advice from someone who's never been married.
Right.
It's really what it is.
Who's been divorced 18 times, right? And then here's the other thing. There's people and you'll be like, no, I see in their success stats. Yes, those were their success stats from 20 years ago. They no longer take clients. And what did I just say? We are updating this all the time. You know why? Because when we break on our podcast, I'm helping people navigate highest and best and winning. I'm helping my agents. I help my agents and I'm selling. I had a closing today. I had to have my managing partner sit into my closing so that I could accommodate my buyer's schedule. I wanted them to be taken care of, but I had a closing today. You know why? Because I'm selling houses. So why would you want our course over others? Number one, because I'm doing it all day, every day and succeeding, and so are you. Number two, here's the other thing, guys. We don't only do the course ourselves. I brought in and this is what makes us different from those other courses too. No other courses do this that I have found. And I have done a lot of research. We've done years of market research. We bring in other vendors to teach the courses. So you actually don't just learn about real estate. I have a mortgage loan officer that comes in and teaches you about mortgages, credit, collateral, taxes. I have a title company owner who comes in and teaches you about title. I have a home warranty regional manager who comes in and teaches you about home warranties. You are learning it not just from us in real estate, but from the experts in all of the different spaces. You're getting multiple courses in one, and it's easy to navigate. And you can go back and you take the quizzes, and so you got the info.
So I think the other thing is not only have we cultivated this from the horse's mouth, for lack of a better term, we've taken all of the time to do that for you. Yes. And that's really because when you get your license, you do not have time to waste.
No.
You don't have time to waste. You need to get in. You don't just need to get your feet wet. You have to dive in head first if you want to start bringing that money in ASAP. And I will tell you, I don't sell things that I don't believe in. I sold Bibles for a long time. A lot of people don't know that about me because I obviously believe in the Bible and I want everybody to know Jesus and come to heaven with us. I sold AT&T cell phones because at that time I was living and loving my AT&T cell phone. I've sold filter queens because those things are freaking amazing. I don't sell stuff that I don't believe in. I believe in Mystars Academy because within my first, I think it was I started, we did the in-person at the end of February. So my first week as a real estate agent full time was March, that first week of March of 21. And within 2 weeks, I had Prasanna and we were buying, he's my investor, but I learned from Mystars Academy where to go to find these people, because not everybody has a giant Puerto Rican family like we do, where you can have a power base right off rip of 10 or 15 people who need to rent, buy, or sell, right? And the other thing that you will learn is how to take that one person and turn them into 3 or 4 more people.
Yes. That
is the trick that I think a lot of other courses don't bring to the table is, yeah, you've got this one buyer, but who do they know? who's their mom, or you've got this listing, right? What are you doing with all of the how do you take this listing and turn it into 5 buyers? Right?
Yeah. And I mean, success leaves clues, right? Like James is a great example. James worked at another real estate company for over a year, never closed one deal, came into our office in February, went through Mystars Academy, did all the training. He's like, something just clicked. He closed his first deal within 1 week.
I remember.
He's already closed 5 deals. I just cut him a check yesterday, I think it was, for a $450,000 deal. Now, that was never even something he imagined being able to do. And now, like, that day that I cut that check, he had 3 closings he turned in that one day. He went from closing 0 deals with another big name brokerage that has 3 letters in it. And he's like, it was stars. He's like, I went through the course and it all clicked. You taught me the steps to do it. You taught me what to say. You taught me what not to say. You taught me the little things to pay attention to, all the details. I could go out there with confidence. It builds the confidence in you. So if you are thinking about quitting real estate, you need to get this course. If you are one of those people that are closing maybe 8 to 10 deals and you want to close more, you need to get this course. If you have been doing real estate for 5 years and you're ready to hit that next level, you need to get this course. There are 0 people who would not benefit from this course because we get all of those different aspects, because we teach you the social media, because we teach you the steps in the process, because we teach you how to follow up, because we teach you how to fish and get more business. So no matter how much business you have, you know what's better? More. And if you're watching this on YouTube, you can obviously see how excited I get about this. So you know the videos are going to be good and entertaining.
Oh my goodness. Well, hold on. We got to take a quick pause. We're going to tell you during the break a little bit more about Mystars Academy. But when you come back, we're going to unpack a few more things that you need to know about this program that is going to help you level up your business.
Do you know more than 80% of real estate agents fail and quit in their first year of business? MyStarsAcademy.com has set out to solve this problem by providing a convenient, expert-based training and coaching program for both agents and brokers. The Agent Accelerator program teaches agents everything they need to know to level up their business, have a constant flow of free leads, convert those leads into clients, and take those clients to the closing table and keep them coming back for more as repeat business. Our industry experts have years of proven success in the business and are here to share that gold through one-on-one coaching. This will help you achieve more structure and work-life balance. We will map you a plan you can follow, which will guide you through the steps to scale and grow in both your business and personal life. Don't be a statistic. Visit MyStarsAcademy.com and enroll today so you can get the success you deserve.
I'm so glad you decided to come back. And if you're just joining us, we are unpacking the most amazing resource for realtors from all walks of life, from I'm not licensed to I've been a realtor for 150,000 years. And this program, Mystars Academy, was built from experience for experience, because when you don't have experience, you need to lean on the experience of other people. It was made by experts in the field. And so we really, in the first half, dug into how Mystars Academy works, what it is, where it came from, and how agents are using it to take their business to the next level, make money out the gate, or maybe just add 3 to 5, 6, 8, 10, 12, 15, 29 closings to their year. So right now, Trisha's going to unpack for team leads and brokers exactly what this looks like for you and why you need this program in your office.
Yes, absolutely. So the reason why I actually made Mystars Academy as a platform online is because another broker from another brokerage came to me and was like, Trish, hey, I see all your agents are doing absolutely amazing, and everybody talks about how great your training is. How do I get your training? And I'm like, well, I'm the training.
I'm like, hi, I'm right here.
I'm like, people come into my class and they sit there, and he's like, well, I don't want to send my agents to your office, like then
they're my agents, and then they're gonna go work with you, and I don't want that.
Yeah, absolutely, and I understand that, right? And I get that, and I was like, all right, and he's like, why don't you put it online?
So this is not a fishing tool that you created for recruiting or to step on anybody's toes.
No, not at all. Not at all. As a matter of fact, I love selling Mystars Academy to other brokerages and other team leads because I know what it feels like to be a broker who, like, at one point in time, I would do every time I would board an agent, I would do a full week of Mystars Academy training, and that was exhausting. Nobody has time for that, especially if you want to, like, at that point in time, I wasn't actively taking clients because I felt like I couldn't. I was so overwhelmed in recruiting and training and managing the brokerage and cutting the checks and doing all of the things and checking in with this and checking in with that. And I'm like, dude, I can't do anymore. And here's the thing, right? Taking clients, number one, it helps us build the information we need to train our agents. But number two, that's where the money is. You're selling houses, you're making money, right? Like, that's why we all got in it, is to make money, right? And that's why a lot of brokers become broke and shut down their brokerages, is because
they can't do it all.
Yeah, you can't do it all. You can't do it all. And so when my colleague came to me and he's like, why don't you put it online? I was like, oh,
brain explosion.
Yes. I was like, that would be amazing. And so me and Dave sat down and we were like, okay, let's map this out and see what this looks like. And what I realized was, like, how perfect this is, because when somebody buys Mystars Academy, it's training at your pace in your space. So it takes all that pressure off the broker and the team lead to sit there. Like, it frees up so much time, because now your agents, you can be like, here's a username and password, go on and learn all the things, watch it, and then come back and ask me your question
at the end. Yeah, we do give you a certificate at the end. So you can, right off rip, put that in your signature block, Stars Certified Realtor.
Yes. So, and brokers, team leads, this is a value add for you, right? Like, everybody's talking about what's your unique value proposition. What salespeople want to know, what you going to give me? What you going to give me?
Right.
All right, I'm going to make you a certified Stars Realtor. What does that mean? It means you are certified in a strategic home buying strategy, whereby if we know your criteria and some things, we can get you the home that you need. We close more deals than other realtors because we are trained and certified. Now you're able to give your agents this arsenal of tools because they're trained and certified. And guess what? You didn't have to spend the time to do it. You are now saving hours and weeks and months of time out of your year. I mean, if you add up all the time that I took training, that was full months of my year that I used to train my agents, that now I'm like, here's your username and password, take the quizzes, print out the certificate. Now you got something to post on social media. You got something to frame in your office. You got something to talk about with your clients. This is what sets you apart from other agents. You are now trained and certified.
And I would like to point out too that when you are a broker or a team lead, your time is so precious. And this program cuts down on the questions. So number one, you can bring this into your brokerage. We provide you with branded resources. So all the resources Trish was talking about, we will come in, we will put your logo, your brand, all of that, your colors, all the things, and you will have a branded handbook that your new agents can walk out of your office with and feel confident and have a plan of what to do. And so when they have all of this training, it also means they're not calling you and asking you those little questions. When they are calling you, they're calling you on those weird nuance things that you just can't train. Like, Mystars Academy gives a great real estate and business foundation too. So that's another value add for you brokers and team leads out there is, hey, new agent, not only am I going to teach you how to do the job, I'm going to teach you how to set up your business foundations, because I think that is a huge area that is a big gap in our industry. Is like, yeah, you can go out and you could show a house and you could write a purchase agreement and all of this stuff, but like, what's your plan? What's your goals? How are you going to structure your day and your week to keep that needle moving forward? Those are the bigger things that you now as a team lead and a broker have time for, because you're not answering questions of, what do I do if my Sentry lock doesn't work? Oh, what goes in this field right here? Where's the FHA addendum? Like all of those little things that are 5 minutes here, 10 minutes there, 40 minutes there. You know, it's saving you so much time. Time is money. So now, instead of spending all of this time, number one, training these people in person online, number two, answering all of the subsequent questions, you're saving all of that. You are giving them, like Trisha just said, an arsenal of tools. You are saving yourself so much time. So now you can actually do that one-on-one coaching that you promised them.
Yes, absolutely. There's been so many times where like I'll get a text message question and I might be like, you know, in somewhere where it's busy or I'm boarding a plane or something like that. And I'm like, go watch video number 2. It has all your answers. Go watch video number 4. Go watch the buyer's consult video. And then they're like, all good. All good.
And the one thing I will tell you is when, before I came to Elite and was introduced to Stars, there was no buyer consult. There was no onboarding. It was like, hey, I'm interested in 123 Apple Street. Okay, let's go see it. And then next week I see that they purchased with another realtor because number one, I didn't know what questions to ask. Are you working with a realtor? Have you seen the inside of any houses? But also I didn't walk them through that process. And so to quick share a story, I'm working with people right now who have been through a couple other realtors. And usually when I hear that, I'm like, ooh, but I learned from speaking with them. I'm like, okay, well, what didn't you like about them? Well, the one lady was just like, oh, let's go see these houses. This lady didn't even set up a search. She didn't even set up a search. She was like, oh, get on Zillow, send me houses. I'll look them up and we'll get them in. She didn't explain the purchase process. She didn't connect with the lender to figure out if they actually can make that, you know, $325,000 payment. You know, there was no due diligence. There was no explanation. So these people came to me and we had our buyer. We did jump right into a house that they wanted to go buy. So after that, even after I've met them, showed them a house because we had to jump in real quick, I went back. I said, okay, guys, we did this thing. We did lose out on that house, but we are going to sit down. I'm going to walk you through the process. I'm going to answer all your questions. I'm going to talk to your lender. I'm going to make sure everything is good. I'm going to give you all these resources, all of these things. And that's stuff that we include too in Mystars Academy is stuff that you can hand to your clients, okay? Because the more value, whether it's actual value or just perceived value that you can bring to the table, the more likely they are to work with you. So these people came to me, we did our buyer consult, and a week later we got an offer accepted.
Yeah, and I think that another thing I love about Mystars Academy and the buyer's consult is when I do a buyer's consult, when I'm going to show houses, right, my clients already have in their minds, like I've already set up the expectations. So when they come out of a house, they're like, I'm a 3.5 because I tell them in the buyer's consult at the end of the showing, I'm going to ask you on a scale of 1 to 5. 1 and 2 means it sucks. 3 means it checks the boxes, but I might not want to write. 4 means like we're definitely writing. 5 means I'd give my child for this. Like, where are you at? Right. And so
you explain it so much better than me.
Yeah, but they walk out and they know to say this. And the other thing is when something bad happens, my clients do not freak out at all. They don't freak out. Like
down.
If there's a cloud on title, they're like, I'll be like, remember in the buyer's consult where we talked about sometimes rare occasions a cloud can come up, the title company works on it, it's good to go. And they're like, oh yeah, I remember that. Okay, good. Can I tell you, Kylie, when I first became a broker and I just accepted any license and I didn't know how to do the job and I didn't train my agents, I had so many complaints about agents, brokers. If you get complaints about your agents, you need Mystars Academy. I literally zero. I have gotten 0 complaint calls this entire year about my agents. 0 clients have called me mad about my agents. Last year, I think maybe 1. It is so weird to me now if I get a complaint call when I didn't train my agents and I didn't have Mystars Academy. All the time. Susie sucks. Susie did this. Billy did that. John did this. All the time. And you know what? I would get upset and mad and defensive. But now looking back, the only person to blame was me because I didn't train my agents, because I didn't know to do that. And you don't know what you don't know.
Exactly.
So brokers, listen, like, if you don't train your agents, we're not saying you're a bad broker. We're saying you don't know what you don't know. Let Mystars Academy come in and take that burden off.
Let us do the heavy lifting.
Team leads, let us do that heavy lifting for you. Let us put these keys in your hands so there's no more complaints. We free up your time. You're making more money because your agents are closing more houses. I love to tell the story of Rachel Blue. Like she came in, she had no prior experience. She was a waitress at the airport. She has 6 kids. She's like, Trish, I need to kill it. I'm like, here's Mystars Academy. Let's kill it. First year in, 32 closings? Year one, 32 closings from Mystars Academy. You guys want to talk to her? She will take your phone call and tell you. This was the determining factor. The next year, which was last year, Rookie of the Year, beat everybody in the office in year 2 of real estate. So I know there's some realtors that are listening to this podcast right now. Your friend shared it with you because you said you wanted to get out of the business, or because you only close 2 deals a year, or maybe you're a broker and you're constantly getting complaints from your agents. This is it, guys.
The other thing I wanted to point out real quick before we wrap up is you might be asking, well, is this program, whether you're an agent, you're a team lead, or you're a broker, is this program for me? We work with everybody. Like Trisha said earlier, there is no one who can't benefit from this. And especially on like the broker side, we love connecting with the boutique brokerages in our local area, or, the bigger teams have those 129 videos, and we want to differentiate ourselves regardless of whether we're elite or you're Betty's brokerage. Like, our whole shtick is we're not those guys. We're not a puppy mill. We do love our agents. We love on our agents. And we want to come alongside you boutique brokers, you brokers who have, teams, but you don't have the time. We want to connect with you. We want to help you.
Yeah. It's funny because we're going to wrap up soon, but I want to tell the story real quick. When Trent was little, he asked me, he's like, Mama, who's your enemy? And I'm like, what do you mean, who's my enemy? And he's like, who's your enemy? And I'm like, huh? And he's like those guys we see on the billboards, are those your enemies? I'm like, oh, you mean my competition? He's like, yeah, who's your competition? And I'm like, buddy, I'm like, nobody. I'm like, in real estate, like, there's always plenty of buyers. There's always plenty of sellers. Like, I want everybody to win. And that's what we built Mystars Academy for. Like Kylie said earlier, we're not going to recruit your agents. We're not trying to make you become Elite Realty. We are trying to change the industry by making stronger realtors, happier brokers, happier team leads, because we're going to want to do a deal with you one day. And we want that deal to be great on both sides.
Right. And one thing I will add too is like your retention rate will
dramatically improve. There are so many people on our team that have been with us for over 10 years, over 12 years, because they got this training, they learned it, they share it with others, they see their team winning. Everybody is happy in our office and in our culture, and we want to help you create that happy culture, that winning mentality, that everybody can win. It's not just John in the corner office that can win and gets all the good leads, right? Everybody can win because we teach them how to win. So brokers, you know what? If you're on a shoestring budget and you only have so much for leads and you're giving those leads to the top producers and you're constantly losing new agents, that will stop happening, because we're going to teach you how to have your agents fish for themselves, right? How to get clients, how to build their social media portfolio, how to get referrals, right? The listing appointment I did yesterday, I just put those people in that house in 2020. Now they're relocating, I'm selling their house. They came back to me because I use this training that now I'm teaching others. So we're going to help your agents get repeat clients, which is more money in your pocket. Brokers and team leads, we're freeing up your time, we're making you more money. Realtors, we're freeing up your time, we're making you more money. We want to put these keys in your pocket. We want to put these tools and resources in your pocket of how to be great salespeople, how to build a strong business, how to build repeat clients, how to know the steps in the process, ins and outs, how to win highest and best. I just had, when we broke, Rebecca messaged me and she's like, guess who won the highest and best? We teach them how to use escalation clauses and appraisal guarantees and buyer's concessions. What? Have you ever heard of buyer's concessions? We teach you how to do all these things. And guess what? We teach you when not to do those things, when you shouldn't do those things. There's a podcast. I want you to go on the episodes and look up the podcast on how to listen. I teach you how to listen, right? And how to know when you shouldn't give any more money on your offer because you're going to win highest and best anyways.
Yeah.
There's ways that you can win highest and best without going any higher.
Yeah.
But you got to get Mystars Academy for that.
And
Where do they find it?
We are at mystarsacademy.com. And if you have any questions, you want to talk to an actual human, our telephone number is 248-795-1905. That will connect you actually directly with me. And I can answer all the questions that you have, whether you're a new agent, seasoned agent, broker, team lead. This program is for you. And the other benefit is once you go through this program and you see the improvement in your business and in your team, you're going to want to share it with other people. And we have a program for that we have a thank you program where you can refer other people to the program. And we kind of give you a little kickback as a thank you.
We give you a secondary stream of income because we don't use the word kickback in real estate.
See, this is why we keep her around, because she has all the fancy Ann Arbor terms.
We can help you get passive income by sharing
is that what we're calling
with
it?
others.
Long story short, you're going to do it. You're going to love it. You're going to share it.
You're going to win.
So go over to mystarsacademy.com. Check us out. We make custom packages for team leads and brokers because everybody's business looks different, and we want to meet you where you are so you can get where you want to go.
And last but definitely not least, this will be purely confidential too. If you're worried like, oh, my team lead already has a training, I don't want them to know that I didn't like it, but I need more training, like DM us on social media. I am not going to go to your broker and be like, hey, you suck. Kathy came over to me to learn the business. Like, we just want to help everybody win.
Yeah, for sure. For sure. And you might be at a brokerage that you absolutely love. It's the perfect culture fit, but maybe they just have a gap there in training.
Yeah.
No judgment. Just make sure you're doing what's best for your business.
Yeah, and that's the other thing about the videos, right? Like when you go to in-person training, you might have learned everything that you needed to know at that in-person training, but maybe you didn't retain it. Now you can watch these videos over and over and over. You can write notes, you can take the quizzes, because everybody learns differently too.
Sure.
And I think that's a huge value add with Mystars Academy is you can watch it over and over, you can listen to it. You don't have to feel embarrassed because maybe you didn't get everything in that life in that real life in-person training and you need to learn it again. And that's okay. Like, we are all on different learning fields.
Wavelengths. Okay, well, we are done sharing our vocabulary with you. So I don't know.
Learn new words with us next week.
Yeah, this is what happens when we don't have an outline. Kylie doesn't know how to end the show. So
what do I do with my hands?
I know, I'm totally Ricky Bobby-ing right now. So here's what you're going to do. You are going to go to mystarsacademy.com. You are going to check out the store page. You are going to look at what we have there. We do have more options. We're building out the site. We're building out programs. The beautiful thing about us is we're always innovating. We're always updating. So when new things happen, you get it from us, and we help you grow your business. So check out mystarsacademy.com. Call me 248-795-1905. I will talk to you. I will help you make a plan so that you can make more money. Bye.
We thank you so much for joining us today on the Elite Live with Trish and Kylie. Be sure to share the episode with a friend so we can continue bringing you more great tips on grit, grace, and real estate. You can also connect with us on Instagram, Facebook. We hope the ideas we share continue to help you build an empire and leave a legacy.
I've been watching too much Price is Right. It's so good. I know all the games. Friggin' rock at that show.